Pump from AEM. This is a 340. Connecting the fuel pump on the top. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another in-depth car specs. We're back at it again. Same day, same clothes, and we're gonna be installing the next part to our build right here for the Pro Tune that's coming up next week. We're installing today the high flow tank fuel pump from AEM. This is a 340 pump. You guys can see we got the cables there. I don't know why it brings that. It should be a plug and play harness, but we'll see about that. And then we got the filter as well. This is the old one. I know the new one has a better, I'd say, filter. It's like a round one instead of a square one. But this is what we're going to use today. But anyway, let's get started. First thing you guys want to do is take off the seats from the back. And they have a clip on both sides. So as I was saying, it has like two latches here. You have to get your fingers and just pull those out on both sides. And then as well, if it gets stuck or anything, it has this little hook back here which hooks on. You have to push it down and then it should come off. So what I was saying, these two latches, they're in the back. We're going to start off by removing these 4 bolts that are up here with a star screwdriver. So 4 bolts that look like this. And then you're going to have this cap here, which you're going to have to disconnect this wire back here. See, then we have this tab here. You have to squeeze it. It's a little hard, and then you guys know. All you got to do now is remove these fuel lines. Watch out, they might splash a little bit. Squeeze this white part. You can even move it around a little bit, and it should come off. Now we got to take off all these 8mm bolts, which are in total 8mm. These are the nuts that we just took off, so you guys can see. Now what we got to do is you got to take off this metal bracket here. Just slide off easily. Grab the fuel pump and pull it up. So once you start taking it out, at the end there's going to be that floater, which you're going to have to bend it or incline it a little bit so you can come out. That's how it looks. Sick, dude. First thing that we're going to do is take off all these, not take off, but like hold them, clips up, so we could lift this part up. So since I'm working by myself, I'm using these clips all around to hold the clips from not moving. Using these that came with my kit that I bought from the clip remover. Also, there's this these yellow and black lines right here. There's a clip. I would suggest removing it just in case if you yank the top, so you won't yank the cables. Of course, these wires are on the side here. They're like tucked in to this little clip here. What I'm doing is I'm opening it when this. I'm moving them up, so I would have a little bit of leverage to take off those clips, and it should come off like that. See how the clips are now easily accessed. Clips are kind of hard, not gonna lie, but you just gotta play with it. Now for the next part, where the cables were, like under it, there's a piece which is the metal part of the plastic, which is the hardest one. You put your flathead and just pull up, and all these things that you have or anything that's holding it will start to fall off, and the fuel pump should basically pop out like this. That's our fuel pump right there. It still has some gas in it, so be careful. The next step that you want to do is take off this blue wire that's for the fuel pump, the actual fuel pump. And there's a clip in the middle that you have to pull it in, so you have to push it with the flathead. So basically it was inserted in there, right? A little clip. What we're trying to do is to get the flathead under these two little tabs right here, and while you're doing that, you're getting under, you're pushing it so you can push it upward. Now we're taking the fuel pump. It's a little hard, just letting you guys know. And as you guys can see, I did scrape it a little bit, the old pump. But I'm not using this one anymore, so yeah. But what we did was, so there's these holes, one right here, and the other one's in between these cables right here. There's a hole, and then there's these clips here that you have to like push them outward. While you're doing that, you have to push down on the fuel pump. I basically scraped it just because I've been doing it so many times. I would try to be delicate, but once you do it like super hard and once, it comes off easily, for sure. I just scared that I'm gonna break something, and of course, the more scared you are, the more things happen sometimes. Now, next step is to get your fuel pump, of course, and start adding all that. But before doing that, remove this little O-ring that's in there. You're not going to need that one anymore. Once you remove that, set that aside. And we're going to start preparing the fuel pump. And what we're going to do is grab this little O-ring that it has, or this little plastic that's connected to the old one, and take that off. It looks just like this. It's just like that. And we're going to put it on the new fuel pump on the top part. So, like that. And then get those two O-rings that the new fuel pump brought and put them on top. Actually, no, you need to put the grease on it. So I didn't bring any grease, so I'm just going to put that in there. Should look something like this. And for filter, and we're gonna line this other hole that's on the side with the metal section. It's gonna be like a little pivot area, kind of. It'll be a little hard to put on, so you just push it down. That's it. Should be fine. And now you're gonna grab this little metal star that it brought. And you're gonna add that to that metal pivot, plastic thingy. You're gonna add that to this right here. So what we ended up doing, since they give you this little star thingy, right? It doesn't fit, like it's super tight. So what we did was we got the old one, which is a little softer than that one. That one's pure metal. This one's a little bit like more soft. You can even looks softer. It's a little softer for sure. What we did, we grinded off this part because it was touching the plastic. So that plastic tube there was touching it, and that's what we did. So now it fits just like that, and now it holds it. It won't even fall off. Next step, we're gonna put the fuel pump in, but before that, take off this O-ring that's down there. There's another one just hanging out down there. Once you take out that, you could get your top part of the fuel pump, just put it right here. Usually it sits right there. Now to install the fuel pump, make sure everything lines up with the holes that are in there and the clips as well that are on the side. So I tried putting it in, and I was a little scared of doing too much force. So what I did is I took off one of the O-rings that are on the fuel pump, and it snapped in perfectly. It made a loud clicking noise, so that's basically in. It doesn't move or anything. So you guys can see it's good there. Now we're going to start connecting the fuel pump on the top, which is the blue and black cable with the black clip. Then after that, connect the clip up here up top. You can put it on the side as well, so it can be more organized. Now just put the vessel on top. Forgot to put this. Where did this go? So if this one comes off, it goes like this, and it has a little groove on the side that matches the little gasket or whatever. Now we're gonna put it the fuel pump, adjust everything, and then as soon as you go in, all you have to do is just squeeze it until it clicks. There you go. All of them are in their spot. Now we got the fuel pump back. All we have to do now is connect the connector, and you can also put the wires on the side. Also, remember to put this rubber sealant back. Anyways, we're putting it back, those 8mm and those 4 bolts up top, and we should be go. I'll hit you guys up as soon as I put this together. We're done, guys. As you guys can see, fuel pump is installed, and this is the end of the video, unfortunately. I will be making a video in a couple days or so. I'm gonna be posting the car turn on for the first time with the map tune that they're gonna send me from the Pro Tune shop. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this installation. Please leave a like, subscribe, and until next time, peace, guys.